Move! Laptop's booting up. Mic's set. Chairs in place. Perfect. We're ready.
Listen, hello, welcome to Make It Make Sense with Auntie. I am Auntie. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Make It Make Sense with Auntie podcast every Tuesday at 9 p.m. on BFAM 109.6 FM. You can contact us 657-556-2461. But I will be having a new contact line for y'all coming up. Email lemonsmakeitmakesense@gmail.com, YouTube Auntie_Mims, Facebook Auntie Chris, and on everything else Auntie Mims. How y'all doing tonight? Thank y'all for tuning in. I am super excited for y'all tonight. Listen, don't forget, if you need any of your graphic design needs, right now is the time to reach out. Smooth Transition Design Media Group, LLC. Smooth Transition Design Media Group, you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or you can email them smoothtransitionsdesignllc@gmail.com. Tell Mr. Show Out. But you can also find him on Facebook as Alfred Young. Look for him, tell him Auntie sent you. Go ahead, get your discounts. Go in there and get your outfits, get your clothing done. And I'm telling you, if y'all buy groups that we are offering deals right now because I know it's graduation time, prom season. There's also family reunions, it's a lot of stuff going on. So y'all go ahead, place your orders now, get your t-shirts. This is also the officials. That's the official company for Make It Make Sense with Auntie. So all of my graphic designs and brands come through them. If this is somebody that you would like to reach out to, if you are looking for branding needs, if you are looking for t-shirts, if you are looking for those items, I'm telling you, it's wonderful. As you see, you can be turned into a cartoon character. If you follow him, you will see that he does have a lot of content going on right now, cartoons and such, to let you know what is available for you out there. So make sure you reach out over there, tell them Auntie sent it, like I told you, and don't forget to make it make sense. And of course, we're gonna do it with Auntie. How y'all doing tonight? Oh, look, who that is.
Everyone, we are the Fruitlings. Hi, Auntie. Hi, DC. Let's do this. Hey, I'm first. My name is Nene. I represent bananas. Hey, my name is Ginger. I represent ginger. And my name is Minty. I represent mint. Hi, my name is Mira. I represent turmeric. And this the crew with plenty more to come. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook so you don't miss our first episode. Now back to you, Auntie.
Listen, don't forget to follow us, Auntie Mims and the Fruitiverse. I know the first episode came out. I do have some new content that is available when it comes to the Fruitiverse. You want to definitely, this is something that you want to be a part of if you have youth and young adults, especially with everything that's going on right now. So make sure you go ahead and follow Auntie Mims in the Fruitiverse so that you are one of the first ones to get the information before anybody else, because once everybody else get it, it's gone. So how y'all doing today? Listen, I told y'all when I came back, I'll be a year older, and we are there. I had my birthday this weekend, and I really did have a good time. I enjoyed it. I got to eat out. I did. I got to eat, and I ate a lot. I ate a lot. Like, this ain't no promo, but it is. This I ain't getting paid for this, but I'm gonna tell y'all. So if you are celebrating a birthday and you live in the Tampa, Hillsborough County area, those of you that are familiar, so there's a restaurant called Fred's Market here. I learned that if you go there on your birthday with your ID, they actually feed you for free, and it's good because it's a buffet. So if you know, like I know, that's where you be at, and that's where I was at Sunday night. Dinner of one, and I enjoyed it. I had so much fun. Also, the day before I was at Golden Corral. Them two, they do free food as long as you, if somebody else purchasing. So you get to go in there and sit with your people, get to eat for free for your birthday. I did that. I went out. I'm thankful for all the gifts and that I received, all the birthday wishes that I received. Thank you so much to each and every person that took the time out to reach out to me. I appreciate it. All my followers, fans, listeners, I truly appreciate it. You were definitely heard. Thank you so much. We know that it's coming up. Father's Day is coming up real soon. So I do have some stuff going on for Father's Day. I'm thinking about doing a Father's Day drawing. So if you are a father and you are listening, y'all keep paying attention because this was this week. I think Father's Day is the second week of February. February, June coming up. So I think I am going to do a Father's Day drawing. So you'll have to make sure y'all stay tuned to the Make It Make Sense with Auntie page. And see what it's going to take to get the items in the gift baskets. But I will be hand making these gift baskets, and I will be personally choosing the items that will be going into them. So if you are interested in a gift basket, because I will have them for purchase, but I will be giving one out, giving a couple of them. I'm not going to just say one. If you'd like to be a part of this, if you have any items that you want to put in the gift basket, y'all can reach out to me. I also want to do something for the fathers, that may be dealing with some things that's maybe not able to, don't have somebody that's going to be there for them. Sometimes for whatever the reason, you can't be with your fathers, different things. But we're gonna do something for them. I'm gonna look out for my fathers. Y'all know Auntie got y'all. I tell y'all keep the women mad at me, because I don't mind talking about what it is that need to be talked about. We are on my page. So I say what I want to, and I do what I want to. So we're going to jump right in. This first story tonight is one that if you've been following, it went on, I want to say last year. And this one here is called Beyond Bullying. Jury rewards white teen with $3.2 million after he admitted to making a black classmate drink urine and argued the real harm was being called a racist. Now, if you are not familiar with this story, this is a story that took place, I want to say it was last year. It was a black boy. He was hanging out with a couple of white friends, as you seen from the text. They were all hanging out. They were, I guess, what they call it, hazing, or, bullying is what I'm going to call it. And I've seen it done before. And so we're not even going to sit on here and pretend like it does not exist. So you have seen it. We done seen it on all races. You get somebody around you that's not from where you're from, that is not the same as you, and you take that person and you humiliate that person, and you do it by gaslighting them and making fun of them and all type of things. Well, this is what happened in this story. This little black boy was harassed, and they actually had made him drink urine. They lied about what it was, gave it to him, and he drank it. The little boy, of course, went to the doctor. It was a bunch of mess that went behind it. It was a whole court case. Well, the mother went, they did a whole, speech. She was out there talking about it, press conference. During the press conference, the mama was made the comments that the little boy was a racist. Well, the little boy feels that once he was called a racist, he began to be harassed. He began to be bullied. He began to endure all the things that he had done to this little boy. He actually, with his entitlement, his family actually sued, and they sued the mother of this little boy, and actually won. Judge somewhere, and we ain't even gonna go there, but said that this was harmful to this little boy. It was harmful to him by him being called a racist, that did something to him mentally. It was a whole bunch of BS. And I'm telling you, it's BS. And his mama, his parents, and I'm saying this right here, and y'all can tell them Auntie said it. I don't care. If the family racist, the judge, I ain't even go to look in deeper, and I probably should have, to see just how, where this whole thing actually took place at, and if it was going to ever be a fair judicial, process at all. Because for you to even sit in a room where you have heard that a child, whether it was a joke or not, allowed someone else to drink their own body fluids. First of all, where did you get it? Why did you have it? That should have been a crime in itself. But the second thing is, you had this person ingest this. When they said something to you about it, you had the audacity to go out there and tell them that they hurt your feelings, that it harmed you, about the colleges that you want to go to, and about no, absolutely not. I don't know what's going on in the world while we are making people think that it is okay, but it is absolutely not okay for anybody to have to endure the same punishment that they have released on somebody else. He is worried about the fact that he was called a racist when this little boy was actually ingested his own urine. This little boy was humiliated. He had to go and endure that, and then had to turn around and get slapped in the face by the system to be told that, you have to accept that. And the fact that you spoke up, the fact that you made comments about how he treated you, and you called him a racist, you used the word racist. Yeah, most people don't like to be called what they are, especially if they haven't, told y'all that's what it is. And I mean that. If I'm sitting back here and you know it, you know it's true. If you know somebody and they will sit in your face, and there are people I've met them will sit there and lie all the way down until they are the person that is making the announcement. They'll no, that ain't true. Who told you that? They'll do all that, deflecting the gaslight. They'll do all of that, and then they'll get back, and all of a sudden now they're the victim. So I mean, listen to those that listen. What are y'all thoughts on this? Do you really feel like this little boy should have been awarded $3.2 million? Do you think this little boy should have been awarded anything? And do you think it's a slap in the mother's face and the little boy's face that actually endured this from him? Because I truly feel that they are wrong. Excuse me. I think the mother should find a better lawyer or somebody else, and they should go back in there and they should be able to do something, because this is ridiculous. There's no way that little boy should have been receiving the compensation after he humiliated and he made this little boy do those things, because that's disgusting. That is disgusting on every level. It's disgusting. So yeah, if you spit on somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's a crime. So I feel like doing something like that is definitely a crime. Y'all can let me know. Just I was gonna tell y'all what word to put, but I'll just say bully. If go ahead, if you have a comment, just start it off with bully, so I know exactly what story you're talking about. How you doing, Miss Amanda? He's being rewarded for bullying by a corrupt court. Exactly, Miss Amanda. It's ridiculous, and the thing is that it happens so much now that they actually do it in our faces and they don't even care. Like it's not hitting anymore. It's the fact that they literally just do it. They let us know that this is what's going to happen, and that's it. They let us know that the judicial system is not fair, because there is no way you're going to tell me that. I don't remember being taught anything in the world. I don't remember being taught none of the stuff that I'm being taught now. I don't. I remember the golden rule was taught. I don't even think they teach that to the kids in school no more. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That was literally taught to us in school. In school. And now you have these children that, listen, the school system is insane. Miss Meredith says parents are educating their children on how to get a bag. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I want mine to get a bag too, but I want them to be educated about it. I want them to be able to make it make sense. If you're going to go out there and get the bag, you need to be able to hold on to the bag. You need to be able to count the bag. You need to be able to keep the bag. Having the bag ain't going to do nothing if it ain't nothing to put in the bag. And if it's holes in the bag from it being worn down because you just keep using the bag, it makes absolutely no sense. Parents are teaching them. I just finished watching, I was watching one of those master classes. Of course, I was watching with Master P. I literally was just watching one of these courses, and they were saying about getting the bag, how so many people want to get the bag, but they really don't know what it means to have the bag. You have people that'll run out and go get a bag because they're seeing somebody else with it, but when it comes down for them to take care of it, they don't know how to do that, or they can't even afford to take care of those bags. And I'm a person that carry bags. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's like talking, and that's speaking of a literal bag. You have people that's out here, and it's the same thing when it comes to finance, and people, emotions. People don't know how to hold on to some of this stuff, and they just out there reckless with it. And that's exactly what we are teaching in the society. And we have a lot of parents that are enabling their children, because these parents are making these children think that these behaviors are okay. And it is absolutely 100% not okay. And if that's something that you want to teach your child, that's something that you need to be able to have and handle. So that child needs to be with you at all times. You need to facilitate everything that goes on with that child. That child needs to be around you, because you are the one that is letting this child think that behavior is okay. So nobody else should have to deal with them and endure them. Nobody should be out here trying to make it be okay for them. Nobody else is going to sit down here and put a pillow out for your child, because your child does not know how to be emotionally intelligent, and your child does not know how to walk around here and to do, what's the word? Take what you dish out. That ain't the word, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Because we all know that if this child was able to sit around here and they would say, man, you know what I'm saying, he got me back, they would have left that alone, because remember, y'all was just playing. When you had him out there drinking urine and you had him out there doing all this stuff, remember, you was just playing. You was horse playing. That's what that we went in there and pretended like that's what was going on. It was, oh, we just joking around, we're just playing around. But oh, it hurt my feelings because they called me a racist. Absolutely not. If you were truthfully out there and it was just like, oh, we was just playing, you would have made that right. You would have went and apologized. You would have did all that. You would never have went into a courtroom talking about suing somebody because your feelings got hurt when you did what you did to this young man. So absolutely, I don't care. Yeah, that family had to pay you, but ain't nobody else got to pay you for telling you the truth about your feelings. And the person that's in the courthouse that made that decision, they dead wrong. And we gonna say that they are dead wrong. They're wrong. They are absolutely 100% wrong for giving you money on this woman's opinion about how she feels about you, that you are a racist. And if you are out there doing racist behavior, then listen, she called you on what you was. So, Miss Amanda, I absolutely 100% agree. There are a lot of parents that are out here enabling them. They are teaching their children to go out here, and that money is so important. But what they fail to understand is if your child has money and no integrity, it ain't gonna last long. They're gonna blow through that money because they're gonna be the people that, what I'm saying, what happens with those type of people. Those are the type of people that run around here and they want personal assistance. They want somebody to do everything for them. Then when A, the money is gone, they cannot fend for themselves, or B, the people that come around them take everything from them because they're not smart enough to know how to count it. They're not smart enough to, actually know how to spend it because you done paid somebody else to do that for you all the time. So when it comes time for you to handle your business, you don't know how. So what do? You blame everybody around you, all because you did not take the time that it needed for you to learn what was necessary for you. You need to learn what's best for you, and then you can work with other people so you know what's going on with you. But yeah, so that's out to that little boy. And I'm telling you, that's out to him and that's to his parents too. Teach your child how to stand up for themselves, but you also teach your child to take accountability for their actions. So we're gonna move right on. This next one is a video. I think that's the video, right? This next one is Miss Amanda. I'm glad you're in the room because I know. So this first one, a father who hadn't seen his son in 4 to 5 years was delivering a DoorDash order to an address because it got cut off. He had seen his son's DoorDash order to his son's house. He recognized him but didn't say anything and kept walking. Wrong or not wrong? Amanda, what you feel? And would you have said something to this man? Because there is a video that goes along with this. There was a video, and I did watch the video. And in the video, the little boy didn't even recognize this man. I'm guessing it's the mother who is actually on the Ring camera who is speaking. When they see him and he walks up, the father, as you see, he looked directly into the camera. He walked past that baby. He did not speak. Now, I'm going to say this. 2 things. One, the fact that he was able to walk past his son and not say nothing to his son lets me know that, yes, the mother may have been a part of this, but baby, you need to take fault for that yourself. Because number one, if you was a man and you was a father that was wanting to be a part of this child's life and you had that opportunity to see him. Okay, Mr. Amanda said depends on their relationship. Honestly, my twins do not want to be in their father's life and he respect that. Okay, and I was going to say that. Now, if this baby, you know what I'm saying? So number one, if there is no relationship with this man whatsoever, I can understand him not being a part. However, in doing so, was it a decision based off of him or the mother, or was it a decision from this child? Because this little boy do look old enough to make a decision of him knowing if he want to be a part of his father's life. My issue with this is that the father was able to walk past his baby and not say anything. From the video, you watch the whole transaction of him walk all the way past his baby and not say one word. In fact, he actually threw the food down, not threw it down, but put it down real fast and got to his car and drove away. That take a different kind of callousness to me, and I just feel that way. I feel that you could walk past your child, and trust me, I have people that I don't deal with on a regular, and I will not speak to you. But I just don't think it would be possible. But I see that it is for a person to walk past their child and just absolutely not say not say anything at all. And then the message that the mama wrote, it literally says, I know I probably lost me a little bit. It said this bitch just did a DoorDash delivery to my house, walked right past his son who was playing outside and didn't say shit. He's lucky my son didn't catch the shit until he was gone, because it would have been a mother problem. How the fuck do you walk past your kids and not know or acknowledge him? Is crazy. I'm trying to see what else she says. My son didn't even know for sure if it was him until after the fact. 4 to 5 years and haven't done shit for his kids. It's been seen in the same home, and we've been staying in the same home for years now. He knew where I stayed. Why would you even accept the order? Which is crazy. How y'all doing? What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Oh, my baby in the room. How you doing, love bug? So yeah, father, so the baby, 4 to 5 years, he hadn't been a part of the child's life. He knew that was the address. If y'all in the comments, would you have accepted the order? Do you, Miss Amanda, do you think he is wrong for accepting that order since he knew? Because I know they show you the name when they come across the screen when they place the order. Or maybe that was his way of being able to see his son. I don't know. But on this one here, let's see what we're going to say. On this one here, just say DoorDash father. If y'all got a comment on this story, just let me know about the DoorDash father and we will speak on it. I will respond. But me personally, and my thoughts, I feel that he is dead wrong. I commend the mother. I do. There go my girl. Miss Amanda said it sound like a deadbeat daddy. I definitely 100% agree. I agree. So the DoorDash daddy, you're a deadbeat. Ooh, say that fast. DoorDash daddy, deadbeat. Deadbeat DoorDash daddy. There you go right there. Deadbeat DoorDash daddy. There you go. There you go. So he is definitely the deadbeat DoorDash daddy. Right. All righty. Let's see. No. All right. So my next story. Y'all see how Auntie doing? I'm getting me. Now this next story is one for us. Y'all know how I am. I find some of the stories that sometimes they sent to me, they brought to me, and if they got something for me to say about them, I am going to say, oops, my bad. And I just kicked across the floor. Didn't mean to do that, but I will. Y'all know if I get a story and y'all send it to me, I'm gonna look at it if I get the opportunity to. I try to watch them all. Sometimes I don't. Like in the matter of my stories today, I kind of like just sent them all over to DC and didn't get the opportunity to run back over them. But if I sent it to them, it was something that I felt we needed to discuss. So we're gonna jump into my next video before we jump into the halftime, because y'all know I be needing my fix. So go ahead. We're gonna go with the next one.
I do have a choice. I've been being grown. I've been doing what I want to do.
That shit cute,
now
bro.
it's the problem that
You
I
see
don't
your
want
ass
to
back with your mom like you uncontrollable.
I can't go back with my mom.
Shit,
And
bro.
you know my mom doesn't want me at her house. So where am I gonna go?
I don't know.
If mom's not gonna let me back in, I barely want to live here with you.
Where's the baby daddy at?
Damn.
Where's the baby daddy? You want to be grown and shit, bro.
I've never asked for this. Y'all
It look
make
like
me
it to
keep
me.
the baby. Y'all
It look
told
like
me
it
I
to
gotta
me.
keep the baby
It
to
look like
teach
to
me
me.
a lesson.
What are you talking about?
I
Your
don't
ass gonna
wanna
go to
go
school or you
school.
gonna get the fuck out of my house.
I'm
That's
not
it. That's
going
all,
to
bro.
school.
You
I'm
is.
done. I'm over it.
Oh, you gotta get out then.
Go to school and be pregnant. Now
You
I
gotta
gotta
get
get
out
out.
then.
But you wasn't saying all this when your brother was doing what he was doing to me.
Bro, that ain't
When
got
your
shit to do
brother
with me.
was doing what
That
he
ain't
was
got
doing
shit
to
to
me,
do
you
with
never
me,
said
bro.
this.
You just saying anything. That ain't got shit to do with me, bro.
I'm
Like
done.
I said,
I don't
if you don't
wanna
want to
go
go
to
to school,
school.
your ass
I'm
gonna
over
get the
it.
fuck out of
I'm
my house,
over it. I
bro.
don't wanna go
You
to
got
school.
you go. Bye.
I don't even
Bye.
wanna do
Bye.
pregnancy. I never even had to do this shit before. Now
Well,
I have to
man,
be
look,
mom.
like I said, bro, you got
Hey,
to
Dad, just get out my room.
man, you got till
always
4
coming
o'clock to
here.
have all this shit out my house. You got till 4. You got till 4.
Where am I supposed to go?
I don't know. Figure it out. Figure it out. Just like you got pregnant. Go ahead, figure it out. You want to be grown? Get the fuck out of my shit. No, got no choice, bro.
I do have a choice.
You don't.
I've been.
All right. So this one here, y'all see this one is a live one. This one here is something that we got to jump in because it's a lot to unpack in this story. You have to be paying attention. You have to listen. We heard her say a couple different things that we needed to address, and the father, we need to address him too. Because at the end of the day, I feel as if him and the brother need to be both locked up. I'm gonna just say that. By the fact that when she said it, the comment was made not what you talk about, but no, that ain't have shit to do with me because I heard him say that there. And I heard her say, but you weren't saying this when your brother was doing this to me. And then Harris' response was, you just saying anything. Okay, so there's a few things to unpack in that story because if you read the title, this baby is pregnant from her father's brother. So that's the problem right there. She's pregnant from the father's brother. So it's pregnant from the uncle. Which is insane. She's telling him that she don't want to go to school, that she does not want to go to school, and he is telling her that if she drop out of school, then she has to get out the house. I'm gonna say we would just talk about this priorities, parenting. Yeah, that's all screwed up. Don't get me wrong, because I was a mother at 15 years old. I was in school. I had a real tough mom. So my mama didn't make it easy for me absolutely at all. Me and my mama had a very strained relationship. I had to be a mama. Me and my daughter we have a very, very strained relationship. But at the end of the day, this mess here, absolutely not. The father, the brother, they definitely need to be arrested because the father he knew. And the way he is speaking on this, I don't know if it's something going on where he don't believe her but the way he said that, it was just too like, whatever. So we're not even going to accept that. This baby need help. And for him to be telling her that she has to get out with nowhere to go, and he wasn't there when she got pregnant, he absolutely wasn't. You couldn't have said it better, brother. You could not have said it better. You absolutely were not there. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm literally saying that to be real. Because your brother at some point had a close relationship, a bond with your daughter, and you didn't know nothing about it. Your brother was able to get close enough with a bond in a relationship with your child that you don't have, didn't have. I can't say that you don't have because I don't know when that video was made. But the point that baby said to you, that you did not say that or act like that, and that was your response, you did wrong. I hope y'all see this video, and I hope you go back and rethink about it. I hope you go back and apologize to that baby for what you said to her. And I hope your brother has been dealt with. I 100% feel that way. That baby is crazy. I mean, it's just that whole story, like I said, is insane. It's so much stuff to unpack in that story. They sent that to me, and I was just like, wow, that was a story I hadn't forgot what it was about until DC started reading off. And I was just like, oh yeah, I can't forget that story. We definitely need to speak on that story because we see that a lot of this is going on. It's a lot of these little girls getting pregnant, and people have been touching on children for years, all the way back. We know that. But it's getting to a point now where, okay, so when we was younger, and if that stuff was going on in families and that what was happening, we didn't really know about it. The child was even put up for adoption, given to another family member or something like that. So you really didn't know a lot of that was going on. Hence why y'all got a lot of these, what's these little family things going on? The little swabs and stuff, 1, 2, 3 me and all that stuff there. Yeah, a lot of that's going on now because a lot of these parents gave up children back in the days. A lot of these parents, that happened. It 100% real deal was happening. And if y'all think I'm playing, y'all already see what's making it make sense. We're doing a whole lot of these tests to see who we related to and who we is. You have a lot of these children that was raised up in systems, all that stuff going on. That ID, that 1, 2, 3 ID me, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of that was going on, and now it's just they're doing it in our face. It's to the point that this stuff is happening right in our face. They are molesting our children because that's what it is. They'll tell you about, she was grown, she was throwing herself. No, you just mentally retarded. That's why you probably don't have good relationships with adults. Probably can't sit in a room with adults. Probably real childish minded. That's why you thought it was okay for you to be having sex with somebody with a child. That's why you thought that was okay. There's nothing okay about that. Nothing. And it's your niece, which is even worse. It's your niece. Not only you mess with, your brother's child. Like, how you doing, Show Out? I see you in the building. Like, I'm serious. You're around here sleeping with your family members and having babies, which is crazy. Which is insane. Because one day somebody got to tell this child his story. This child has to learn this story. And if you don't tell the child the story, they're going to walk around here living a lie. A lie they're a part of, they didn't even know they was a part of. But listen, it's that time. Ooh, it is that time. It's halftime. So this is your time. Go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, get you a snack. And y'all seen that? Y'all seen how show I made in just in time? Yes, so without further ado, I want to thank the man that I just walked into the building. Thank you so much. But here we go, y'all. It's time for the halftime hour. If y'all don't know who Auntie is, y'all are about to find out.
BFAM by the 9-6. You know what it is. Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Lock in. Auntie in the building. Hey. Let's talk about it. Let's go. She the truth in the booth, never filter her speech. Dropping gems for the people, every word in reach. Keep it real, no cap, no glitter, no gloss. She gon' give you game, never worry what it costs. Sell a block to the board, she connect both sides. Knowledge in her voice, you can feel that pride. Single moms, dreamers and the hustlers too. Come on, she break it down plain, not a vision looking new.
Auntie on the air, make it plain, yeah. We hit fam on like 9-6, no games, yeah. Tuesday at 9, that culture live. You gon' leave inspired when she go and live. She got the heat and the tools, make you think then move.
Let's go.
Don't just scroll, tap in. When she speak that truth, cut in.
Feeling pressure from bills,
She got something for that.
trying to start your lane.
She gon' drop that map,
Mental check in, breathe, relax. She bringing light with the real, that's facts.
that's facts.
Community strong, she bridged that gap. Bringing youth and the OGs back. Come on. No gimmicks, just soul and direction. Talk that love, that real connection.
We need more like her, when the world get blurred, blurred. She steady with the word, steady to contend, not deter. Nah, stay gold, she don't fold, never got a platinum soul. Keep talking, let it roll, make it plain, let them know. Let them know. Auntie on the air, make it plain, yeah. BFAM the 9-6, no games, yeah. Those who got near, the culture live. You gon' feel the shift when she go and live. She got the tea and the tools, make you woke but smooth. Don't just hear, evolve. She the truth, problem solved.
Let's go. Tuesday nights. You know the vibe. 9 sharp. Yeah. BFAM Mudo 9-6 FM. It's family. Auntie. You ain't just talking. You making it plain. Facts.
Listen. So if y'all ain't know who Auntie is, y'all just heard it there. Listen. And that was wrote about me, so I really truly appreciate it. They had to remind me sometime that I have to just go and listen to that song to be reminded of why I do this and who I do it for. I promise y'all I'm gonna keep doing it till I can't do it no more. And it's done been times that I don't want it to give up, but I refuse to give up because I know why I gotta do it. So many of y'all tune in to me and tell me that, yeah, listen, y'all got the message, and I'm grateful for that. I have literally started meeting people. Listen, thank you, Show Out. Thank you. It is something when you start to feel notice, and I will say that. And I have, if you know me, if you don't, if you've been watching me, it's been a lot of evolving going on. There's been a lot of changes on the show. It's been a lot. And with all those changes, y'all are actually here a part of that with me. So when y'all see me, like, we growing, I have to acknowledge all my fans, all my, I can't say fans. I do have some fans, y'all. That's okay. That's so cool. Like, Auntie got fans. Oh, I guess I should have fans now. I started off with a stalker. Yeah. But Auntie got fans now. And I do. I want to do so much more to give back to y'all. I am starting a, what you call it? What is it? Facebook, you know, where y'all go over there and y'all get the little exclusive content and stuff. I'm doing a private page for my people. It's a small fee, of course. But of course, you will receive so much stuff from me. Y'all gonna get a lot of freebies, a lot of free stuff over there. Once we get it all up and running, I'm working on that. I'm trying to figure out how to actually get this brand to the next level. And we doing it, and I'm very happy that we're doing it. And like I said, all of y'all are part of it. So we gonna jump back in. And if you would like to keep the show going, y'all want to be a part, as you always make donations. You can send donations over to Auntie 24 on Cash App. You can send it over on PayPal. I actually can send y'all an invoice on some other apps. So if it's something that you don't do, Cash App. I'm not really big on Cash App, but I know a lot of people use it. I do utilize Zelle. I use Venmo. I use a lot of different platforms. So, but if you would like to make a donation, you can even inbox me to tell me to get the information where you want to send it to, or you can send it on Cash App, AUNTI24. Don't forget, y'all follow me on Instagram at Auntie Chris. Y'all follow me over on TikTok, Auntie Mims. What's Auntie Make It Make Sense? Auntie, all right, y'all, we're gonna jump right on into our next story. As y'all know, these people greedy. And we be having people, they be doing too much. And I told y'all, if they send me the story, we're going to talk about it. So we're going to talk about it.
I had thoughts of things that have occurred in the past with many of our children that did not end well. And I just went into a panic and went and picked my other little ones up from their school and headed straight to his school and called the school and told them, remove my son.
Okay, let's see, it froze up. All right, so that jumped right on in there. We're going to discuss this story tonight. So here in Hillsborough County, Tampa, we had a teacher here that thought that it was okay because she says that she was joking. With everything that's going on in this day and age, she thought it would be okay to take a black baby doll and wrap cords around his neck and hang the baby. In the classroom, a lot of the children felt very uncomfortable, recorded, took pictures, contacted parents. She was fired. She did end up getting fired last week, which we are happy for. And the reason, I'm going to say is something, it's okay for you to have your views. It's 100% okay for you to have your views. Everybody have an opinion. That's 100% okay. When you go into a classroom full of children, and you make certain decisions, and these are the types of things that happen to them. Again, you know, people entitlement, the fact that you thought that would be okay to walk into a classroom and to select any doll, not even just a black doll, any doll, and you thought that would be okay to hang that doll. But it was the fact that you did choose a black doll. And then people always say, don't make this about color. We wouldn't if it wasn't put in our face. Some things, again, y'all have to make it make sense. And because I'm Auntie, that means we're going to do that together. It didn't make sense at all whatsoever. The fact that she stood in the classroom in front of children that she had been teaching for years, in front of children, and she had been teaching for years, not the same kids, of course. But the fact that she sat in there and she did that when she worked in a room full of children. So what are your thought process? What is your thought process? Are you, signaling that you want to hang one of the kids? Are we to be worried that if you get stressed out, that's what you was going to do to one of our babies? Why you making it be a joke? Yeah, I don't find things like that funny. And I am, like I said, I am happy that she is fired. That's the decision that she made, and she should have been happy to deal with the consequences. I hope that she didn't traumatize any of those children, which I know she did, because it was the point that these children took pictures, video calls, and they called their parents. So, again, this is another adult traumatizing a child, doing something to the child that will later be someone that will sit and say about how children do things and make decisions and never take into accountability how they have affected this child and stuff that they have forced this child to learn and to see. Because yes, ma'am, you were a part of the problem. You were supposed to be teaching this child You're supposed to be like literally teaching this child, educating this child, and instead you traumatize this child. And I think it's crazy as hell, and I'm gonna say that too, because we want to pull out all the stuff about slavery. We want to take away it from our school systems. We want to burn books. We want to do all that, but then we have people who want to go and do the same exact thing. So are you going to rewrite history where you are the character in the book? Because that's all I'm saying. And that's all I'm saying. How can y'all sit in here and tell us to remove these out of the schools? We now talk about slavery. This did not happen. Don't do this. But then get on TV, get on videos, go in classrooms, walk in offices and businesses, and do the very thing that y'all telling us not to talk about, that it didn't happen. So I'm going to tell you right now, it don't make sense to me, but we're going to make it make sense today. You can take it out of a book from before, from the ones that are here that know. But again, somebody else is going to write the book in history. That's exactly how it repeats itself. So, yeah. So every book that y'all burn, because y'all didn't want the ones to know about the history and what took place in the 50s and the 60s, y'all remove those characters from the book. So y'all in the process of removing those characters. But I just want y'all to know, for all the ones that's continuing on with the BS, years on down the line, it's going to be a generation of people that's going to read a book about your ancestors, and it's going to talk about your kids and your grandchildren about these very acts that you did. And I pray to God that nobody goes out and bully your kids, grandchildren, great-grands, relatives, or any of that because of what is put inside of a history book or on the internet, because everybody knows exactly who you are, what you did. You understand? Right. So that goes out to all the people that people be saying, why don't be arguing with them? I'm not finna argue with you, because we all know that what goes on the internet can truthfully never be erased. Therefore, whatever you put out there about me, if it's a racist remark, comment, any of that, yeah, it will never be forgotten. Passed down generations. Right. So definitely make that make sense. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So, yes, ma'am. Hold on. Because I did have, there was one. Let me see if I can find her comment. All right, there's a lady, Miss Lisa Rayford. That's what her name is. She says that she believes that this was something. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. That she believed that this is something like her, that basically what she was acting on. I'm not going to use all the words that was put out there. Even though I can cuss and say what I want to, I don't want to say all that. But yeah, so it was a lot of things that was said in that message. But yeah, for Miss Rayford, her opinion is that this such and such got exactly what she deserves, and that more is that I'm gonna say that she thinks that more things should happen to her. I truly believe that when it took the level of what she did, I do feel that there should be like a civil, like punitive damages should be paid to the mother. I do believe that their child should be entered into counseling. I think counseling should be offered to all the children at the school, in the classroom that was affected by this and indirectly affected, because I'm pretty sure that there are children that ran out that classroom and went and told other children about what they seen. It has now been circulated all over the news, so I know there are other children that have seen it. So yeah, definitely you have to make it make sense. I'm happy you got fired, because I have a child, I have a grandchildren that are in public schools. And this, while we always have so many problems with so many companies and trying to go out and help people, and while it is so hard to get funding and different things, a Minnesota hunger nonprofit leader gets 41 years in prison for $250 million fraud scheme. Now, this scheme, when I was looking up, I'm finna pull it back up. This scheme, and the problem I have with this is because, again, this is supposed to be feeding, you know what I'm saying? It was a nonprofit, and you were supposed to be out here feeding people, and you were out here scheming, scamming, stealing money. Let's see if I got it. Right here. So it says that the Feeding Our Future fraud ringleader, Amy Bach, was sentenced to 41 years in prison. Amy Bach, the convicted ringleader of the $250 million Feeding Our Future fraud scheme in Minnesota, was sentenced on Thursday. The judge handed Bach a 500-month sentence and ordered her to repay nearly $243 million to the federal government. Last year, a jury found her guilty on multiple criminal counts, including conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit federal programs robbery. The prosecutor says she orchestrated the largest pandemic fraud case in the country, which diverted tens of millions into government money meant to feed hungry children. Amy Bach didn't participate in the fraud. She orchestrated it. She profited on it. Assistant U.S. Attorney Rebecca Klein said before the sentencing, I don't have the words to express just how horrible I feel. Bach told the court Thursday, I know I'm responsible. It's never been my goal to shift responsibility. I understand I failed to protect the program I was supposed to protect. Bach's attorney Kenneth Udebach argued her crime was a case of gross negligence. That very gross. I'm not saying that she's not responsible. What I'm saying is, if I can project the court to what Ms. Bach intended to do for the group of people, in her mind, she thought she was giving them access to being good citizens and being in this program. Before handing down the sentence, the judge so acted as a gatekeeper and had an integral role in planning the scheme. The judge also said Bach lied on the stand during her trial in January. She said she wished she could go back and do things differently, stop things, and catch things. I believe we were doing everything in our power to protect the program. Prosecutor had asked for 50 years sentence. They said that the scandal has done great damage to the state. In addition to citing an alleged lack of accountability and remorse on Bach's part, prosecutors pointed to accusations Bach leaked protected documents while in custody. So, baby, she's still up there scheming and scamming. This is what I'm talking about. And we be right here. They say Bach used recorded jail calls to instruct her son to send documents tied to the case to political figures and media outlets. Prosecutors say some of the leaked materials involved protected witness information, among other things. A judge called her actions really disturbing during a hearing in April. So that's out, baby. I need to know. Let me see something. It said the state of Minnesota will never be the same again. So Miss Bach, you went up there and you showed up and you showed out, and now they don't want to play with you. 41 years. 41 years, $250. So that's what it was worth. 41 years of your life and you $250 million fraud scheme. This is why so many programs have so many problems with getting funding. When they had this funding going on, it was the PPP loans. They were receiving all these checks and different things in these organizations' names. They was out here shopping, going, taking trips, doing all the extra stuff. And them people want their money back. I remember working for them when they first started with COVID, when COVID ended, and they was issuing out the PPP loans at that time, because everybody was just going back to work. They had us remotely working from home. And I was working for the SBA. They had a little temp agency, had us working. And I remember receiving the listing when they told us what we was going to be doing. And they was telling us, oh, you're going to help process the PPP loans. And I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this stuff. So I'm getting all this information. And which tells you, I know how to fill out a PPP, how to get one. That's what I was in there doing, telling them what it took to get processed and receive a PPP. I had a business too. Guess what? I ain't getting no PPP. It was too much attached to it. And if you was lying, they was going to get you. And a lot of people thought they weren't going to ask them for their money back. Them people want their money back. They putting y'all in jail for that because they're saying that how broke the country is. They want their money back. So if you did a PPP, I hope you had fun. I hope you did something with it. Because when they come back for their money, as we see, they coming back and they don't care who you is. They are coming back to get their money. When I was younger, Yeah, y'all could have got me, baby. I would have hit one of them schemes and scams. Yes, Lord. I'm too old for that now. I don't want to do it. My business is not going on the line for breaking my integrity. I'm not doing that. I won't. Because how can you tell a person that you have an integrity and in your business and y'all don't want to lie and scheme with these PPP loans? Y'all don't want to lie and scheme on these grants. I understand that you wanted it. You needed it right then. But what is the business based off of? Again, you have to make it make sense. You definitely have to make that make sense. Let me say I got something to tell y'all before we walk out of here. I'm saying walk out like y'all. Well, some of y'all is finna get up and walk out, but before we get up and walk out, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna say right here. Oh no, that's the wrong one, y'all. I was finna take y'all to the Fruitiverse. All right. Before we leave up out of here tonight, I got this. I told y'all I was switching up again with New Year. And I can say it's a new year because my birthday just passed. So yes. What we gonna do is, so to get y'all involved, the piece, we're gonna include the auntie-ism. Every time I come and meet with y'all, we're gonna discuss the auntie-ism before we leave up out of here. And I want all y'all to get it. So before we leave, I need y'all to understand that y'all need to fix your face, first of all. And where I'm from, they say, my face clean where I'm at. Fix your face. Make sure your face is clean where you going, that you can walk into a room with a clean face. That means that you know that you ain't mistreated nobody, you ain't did nobody wrong. You stand on business, and that's what you coming in there for. You coming in there to handle business. Where's it at? Let me find it. I'm going to tell y'all exactly. Hold on. Yeah, I'm a little bit unorganized tonight. Don't tell nobody my business. I told like today now. Okay, hold on. Where's that? There you go. I'm learning. I'm told you I'm learning how to use my AI assistant. Where's she at? Cause I told I'm gonna give out I'm gonna do a gift basket. Where is it? Is it right here? Nope, that ain't it. Well, I'm gonna give out a gift basket anyway. For the Father's Day, we're gonna do a registration for the Father's Day. I'm gonna get with my team. I'm gonna get with some of my fellas, and see what it is that we should be putting in the gift basket for y'all. What y'all fathers like, because I don't know. I pretty know I know a little bit of stuff. I know y'all probably don't want no colognes, and yeah, I might like a little bit of cologne. I know a lot of y'all like cigars and stuff, so we'll probably throw some of that stuff in the basket, depending on who you is and what you is with. Not what you is, but who you is and where you're from. That's what I meant to say. All right. So before we leave here, I want y'all to remember auntie-ism. The definition for auntie-ism and uncleism is pretty much the same exact thing. So if you are an auntie or if you are that unc, I need you to remember that practice of living with radical self-assurance, high standards, and a deep-seated refusal to entertain nonsense. Okay? So we have a deep-seated refusal to entertain nonsense. That's how you make it make sense. That is what auntie-ism is. Auntie-ism and uncleism. Remember that. The practice of living with radical self-assurance, high standards, and a deep-seated refusal to entertain nonsense. That is how you make it make sense. So I'm going to tell y'all that every time we come together, we're going to talk about it. We're going to break down that definition every time we come together. Every time. And I'm going to give you a couple other little definitions. But I want you to remember, they'll call you difficult when you start honoring your boundaries. They'll call you stuck up when you raise your expectations, and let them. I created Make It Make Sense Creativity Studios because I realized that auntyism is a superpower. It's the wisdom to see through the noise and the courage to say no thank you to nonsense. We are curating a life that honors our intelligence and our time. When you put on a shirt, and I'll make sure y'all order these shirts, when y'all get these shirts, you aren't just getting dressed, you're putting on an armor of self-reassurance, of self-assurance. You're telling the world exactly how you expect to be treated and how you intend to show up for yourself. Remember that you are that auntie, or you are that uncle, and not uncle, that unk. I was corrected. I haven't corrected. Remember that you are that auntie, or you are that unk. And we will not accept what? What's our definition? Y'all have to remember. I'm going to start posting it at the end of the show and put it up in big letters so y'all have the auntyism definition. But it's a deep-seated refusal to entertain nonsense. We have a deep-seated refusal. I'm going to put it all across the shirt in real big letters. And remember that y'all standards aren't high just because others are comfortable with the floor. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all that come and tune in with me every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Listen, if you missed it tonight, Ink and Rhythm is always at 7. Simply Complicated follows right behind me at 11. So this is your time. Go to the bathroom, grab you something to drink, watch something on TV, but don't forget to tune back in to BFAM 109.6. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I am Auntie. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Don't forget, Simply Complicated at 11. See y'all next week, babies. And don't forget, when life give you lemons, make it make sense with Auntie.